This is the weather forecast video for Sunday, April 3rd, 2011. Let's take a look first at the satellite image from last evening. You can see a storm off to the west, cloudiness streaming in. This will be bringing some quite active weather over the next 24 to 36 hours over the center part of the country and off to the east. Here's the watch morning map. You can see winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings over the U.S.-Canadian border. Lots of wind advisories south of the state, and some winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings over the Colorado and Utah Rockies. Here's the QBF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days through Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. You can see at least a tenth to about a half an inch of rain, with the heaviest rain over southeast Iowa and in any thunderstorms that may develop. Here's the severe weather outlook for today. A slight risk of severe weather mainly south and east of a line from about Guttenberg to Lamoni, with a moderate risk in and around Kansas City and Topeka down into southeast Kansas and northern Missouri. Now we look at the tornado outlook, with the best chance of seeing a tornado within 25 miles of a point in western Illinois, extreme southeast Iowa, and northeast Missouri, with lesser chances surrounding that, and even down into Kansas and Oklahoma. Here's the damaging wind outlook within a 25 miles within a point, 30% chance in southeast Iowa, west central Illinois, into Missouri and Kansas. That will be where the best chance of damaging wind could be. And here's the best chance of large hail, and that's where the moderate risk is, with the hatched area with hail that could be upwards of ping pong ball size, golf ball sized, or larger, is down in that area, with lesser chances off to the northeast. Now let's take a look at something more interesting. This is the predicted CAPE at 5 p.m. today. You can see the CAPE is the highest over Kansas and Missouri, with just a little bit moving in. Now this is the convective inhibition, or known as the cap. The gray area is pretty much a strong capping area, meaning thunderstorms will not develop. And you can see there will be a cap over a lot of Iowa, but you can see the cap breaking south and west of the state. Now this is the significant tornado parameter. Anything over a 1 is considered significant. Anything higher is considered very interesting. And you can see an orange area, that's 3 or higher over Illinois and Missouri, with 1 over southeast Iowa. This is the supercell potential. You can see that's maxed out well to the south and east of the state, so most likely any thunderstorms to develop will not be supercellular. They may be in linear form or in lines. And this is the significant severe parameter. You can see that the areas in red and pink are where, if the cap happens to break, we'll have the best chance of seeing some significant severe weather. So let's take a look at it. We're now to the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 1 p.m. today. You can see a little bit of a ridge just east of the state with a trough out to the west. And down below at the surface, low pressure over about Fort Dodge, with another one trailing back to the west over western Kansas. It'll be along that front between those two lows where the storms will fire. We move ahead to about 7 p.m. You can see this is about the time when the front will be about to exit the state. You can see the two lows, one in Oklahoma, one in southern Wisconsin. The front will be in that between those. And this is 1 p.m. Monday. As the storm is now well off to the east, you can see colder air coming behind it, the 540 line well to the east, so rain-snow mix is possible as the storm departs. We move ahead to quieter weather and to Tuesday, where some westerly winds will be bringing in some warmer air after a very cool start Tuesday morning. We head into Wednesday. Little disturbance north and east of the state may bring a few clouds, maybe a sprinkle to far northeast Iowa, but the rest of the state will be rather dry with a wind shift line. We move ahead to Thursday. Here comes another new storm system southwest of the state near Wichita, with southerly winds encroaching, so some rain, maybe a thunderstorm by that point. We move ahead to Friday. That storm is now off to the east. Another one is forming out over Colorado, with some southerly winds and a front just south of the state at that time. We move ahead to Saturday. Some precipitation moving into the state, with a low trying to form in Colorado with a front just south of the state, so some rain, maybe a thunderstorm or two. And now we move ahead to Voodoo Country. This is a week from today. Here's the vortex coming into the western part of the state with a trough out over the west. And down at the surface, you can see there's that storm system about near Kansas City, so that could mean another round of severe weather possible Sunday as this storm moves off. Now, this is technically in voodoo country, but it's close enough that we may have to watch this. We move ahead a few more days. This is Thursday, April the 14th. Trough out over the west, a ridge out over the east, kind of a wavy pattern across the country. Down below at the surface, that could mean another round of potentially strong or severe thunderstorms, or at least some rain. No snow. It'll be fairly warm by this point. And at the end of the forecast period, on April the 18th, big old vortex over the southeastern part of the country, cut off from the main flow, which is well to the north. And down below at the surface, you can see there's that storm south and east of the state with the rest of the moisture well to the north. So it looks like April will be very active across the country and the Midwest. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one hopefully tomorrow.